Let's see if we're live, guys. Are we live yet? Are we live? Are we live yet? Yep. Let's get the broadcast title changed real fast. Piece new adding to the new C setup. Adding. Okay, guys. So this is a quick live. I'm gonna be eating dinner shortly after this, and my friend's over here. He's eating dinner now, but I thought I'd get this out of the way before I go eat because I'm not that hungry now after eating lunch and popcorn. So this is going to be a quick setup live of. I don't know why there's lines coming on my broadcast. Hopefully it's not showing up like that for the broadcast. Okay, it's not showing up like that for the broadcast. I don't think it might be, but I don't know how to fix it, guys. So let's go check my messages real fast. My bright. See, you guys, my brightness is so bright now. I turn it all the way down when I get back to my house because my brightness settings is usually still dark, but when I go out and about, I turn it all the way up so I can see it outside. So I'm gonna be adding a few more things, and this is gonna be part of my temporary setup. But once I do get my new HDMI cables, I might just use my my HDMI cables for a Rock Band setup, and I might just use my small setup for playing like single player console games because it works to have my chat screen for YouTube here and my computer for my game monitor here. Yeah, so let me go set my phone down real fast. I usually now this is let me turn my fan down real fast, guys. So this is part of my temporary PC setup. This is going to be for my laptop as the red mouse and my gaming mouse. So for the desktop, I now have a wireless keyboard here. Unfortunately, we lost the battery cover for it, which is unfortunate. But I got two brand new Duracell batteries from 7-Eleven, which is nice. So let's put the batteries in here. One here. Wait, the spring might have been on the. Is the spring on the right side? I hope it's on the right side. What? Hopefully I put. Okay, the keyboard works. I gotta figure out what adapter it works for. So let's just test it out. Let's test it out on my desktop now because my desktop is closer. So let's plug in one of these. Wait, is it Microsoft? Yeah, it's Microsoft. It's gotta be the Microsoft adapter. Let's give it a quick test on my desktop real fast. Just before I plug it into my laptop. Let's go to Google and do a quick test run on my keyboard. Let's go to a Google Web Doc and do a quick sample test to make sure the keyboard's gonna work. And the keyboard works perfectly fine. So let's get the keyboard cleared out, get the adapter unplugged. So let me get the mouse adapter as well for my other computer. So let's go back here, guys. I'm gonna plug the mouse. Wait, I have to plug in my fan real fast, guys. For some reason, my fan cable came unplugged, and that's not good. So let me go Let's plug my fan back into. Wait, because one's got to be for the headset. So let's plug in the mouse into the big adapter back here. Plug the mouse. Put the fan on. Plug the mouse back in here. Plug the keyboard adapter here. And now I have one more jack, so I can accidentally use my headset adapter on my laptop. So now let's show you what I'm gonna show you guys. Um, so this right here. What's up? It's Shadow. How you doing? Um, my chat is minimized for now. Let me just see if I can get my chat on the same screen, guys. Let me get my chat open on the same screen real fast, guys. Now let's get OBS Studios opened up. So now I've got my chat and my OBS Studios on the same screen. So this is a 5-in-1 I think it's Kanex, Kanex Pro 5-in-1 HDMI splitter. Do I know you? Are you from Snapchat so I can remember who you are? So this is going to be a temporary setup for my new gaming streaming PC as for the time being, I don't have my 25-foot HDMI cables for my from Amazon yet because the ones I got at Best Buy were way too overpriced. But what I'm going to use this splitter for is for temporary. I'm going to have my game consoles, cool, having my game consoles connected to my monitor, which is let me show you my setup real fast. So this is an old desktop monitor, very old school HP monitor that I've had for years, VGA, and this is my new monitor. So I'm going to have my game station, which is down here, and my laptop, which is in the corner back here, which will eventually be on a laptop stand up above my computer monitor or my computer monitors. So this is going to be, let me get it out of the box real fast and show you. I'm out of the box, so I'm going to go eat dinner after this because I'm letting my friend eat dinner so I can get this out of the way before he comes in here. So this is a 5-split HDMI splitter, which looks really nice. It looks pretty small. It's way smaller than I thought it was going to be. So this is going to be connected to my monitor here, my black HD monitor. That way I can switch back and forth between my laptop and my game station. So before I set up my game console, I can use my laptop settings on this monitor and just switch back and forth between 1 and 2. But the crazy thing is you have to use the remote. Oh, you can also hit select on the select button on here, which is pretty nice, but yeah, you can actually use the without using the IR remote, because it's got like a wireless IR remote. And if you haven't seen my PC yet, if I haven't shown it to you yet, I picked up the wrong camera. This is my expensive wireless, my brand new desktop right here. Lights up, it's crazy expensive. And it lights up, it's all rainbow light up. It's a massive giant desktop. I can't show you the other side of it because the other side of it is like my camera wouldn't reach that far because I've had my cables kind of tucked away. And the camera for the main desktop computer, it's a 4K camera with a pretty good mic on it. My other camera that I'm using for my laptop, it's a Logitech C920, just a 1080p basic camera, because I bought it as like a backup for like a Rock Band bass pedal cam and like my laptop and backup stuff, because I don't really have a 4K camera for my entire setup. This bag is so hard to get this out of me without tearing the bag. I don't really want to tear the bag out, but like it's hard to pull it out, if you know what I mean. It's hard to pull it out of this bag because it's like really stuck in here. I don't really want to have to tear the bag, but I'm probably going to have to tear the bag because I can't really pull it out of here. Yep. I just got to break the bag because otherwise if I don't pull the bag out, then I can't really pull it out of here. Yep, I just got to rip the bag off and pull it out. It's actually very smaller than I thought it was going to be. Does it have any HDMI cables in here like I thought it would? Nope. There's no HDMI cables in here. You know, it's got a power cable. It's got one power cable. It has a universal power adapter, which is crazy. It has an auto-state power converter, which is like a weird power converter thing. Oh, these might be for the IO. Wait, what does the IO remote plug into? Oh yeah, so what is it? Does it even have an IO remote switch for it? Okay, yeah, it does have the IO remote switch. Okay, so this might be. I'm probably not even going to use the IO switch, but I'll plug it in just in case. And how do I plug in the power plug-in? This might be for like different power converters. This is crazy. So this thing right here, they actually give you 4 different power converters. The craziest thing for the setup is they actually give you 4 different power converters in box used for like American, Japanese, European, Chinese. They give you like 4 different power converters. Like I use American plugins, so I'm gonna use the American outlet. But it's cool how they give you different connections for different. No, I don't want to use a remote for now. I'm not gonna use a remote for now. That's too much work. I'm just gonna use my actual adapters. I'm just gonna use the regular plug-in. That's a pretty yes. It was a lot of money, but I enjoy it. And eventually once I get my 25-foot HDMI cables from Amazon, I'll be able to use my TV. That TV is for video games, and that's basically like a commenting HDMI for like comments and wireless. But that's my RCA TV is a beast for commenting. Also, I've got the wireless light up mouse and keyboard to match. wired keyboard and a wireless mouse because I like wireless mouses better because it's portability and ease of it, but I like wired keyboards better because you can just plug it in and set it and forget it. You don't gotta worry about changing the batteries. But yeah, it's a beast of a setup. But now I gotta find an extra HDMI cable for my setup because I gotta find an extra HDMI cable now because I just don't know what I'm gonna do with my cable. And where did I put the power cable at? Let me just put this back inside the box and see if I can close this without damaging any products. I gotta get the what's it called? The you got a nice, yeah, it's pretty crazy. My bedroom's a mess right now, but yet before I used to broadcast on a Lenovo Windows 10 touchscreen PC. Once that died on me, I started using a HP Windows 10 gaming laptop. But now I still use my gaming laptop as a backup setup, like for like LiveMe and stuff, because technically, if I want to use a program like Restream, which is where you can broadcast and do multi-broadcast to different platforms and servers, if I wanted to use Restream using an RTMP stream server, they charge you money, like $5 a month. I don't want to do that, so I can only broadcast console games, but not PC games through my setup because if I'm using my two capture cards with my setup, I can use my laptop and my desktop at the exact same time, and I can basically broadcast. Um, I can be broadcasting with my laptop, and because my capture card connects and works for consoles on two laptops, two PCs, but my desktop, you can't plug my desktop into another computer because that will not work. Plugging in my if I try and plug my desktop HDMI into my capture card, then it's just not going to work because it's not supported by that. Let me grab my adapter. The craziest thing is this has other state power converters. You can plug it into like American, European, Japanese, different setups for different adapters. I don't get why they do that because I'm only in America and I'm not going to be traveling out of country, so I don't need out-of-state converters. But it makes sense how they do it this way. Now we just got to figure out how to connect this thing onto my jack without messing it up. Cause I have no idea what I'm doing to get this connected to my PC. I have no idea what I'm doing. I got to figure out. Did I get? Okay, I got it on there perfectly. Now how am I going to plug this in without messing it up? How am I going to plug this in with? I only have one jack on my strip, and it works just perfectly for this. Yep. See, it's crazy. Like on my power strip here, I have one plugin. I have like an 8-split power jack plugin. One's for the gray monitor, the black monitor, the desktop, laptop charger, and my Dreamcast. Plus, I've got a double split USB charger for my nice Rainbow charger. This is a nice Rainbow, my USB-C charger for my Rainbow charger. It looks amazing. And it actually works pretty good too, so now I gotta look for an extra HDMI cable for my setup. I basically gotta plug in my switcher. I gotta grab the remote for this, guys. I don't think it's gonna work without the remote. Let me just get the remote real fast, guys, so I can try and get the remote and plug this in better. I don't think it's gonna work without it. I gotta get the remote out of the box real fast, guys. I might need it. Let me grab the IR switch to you guys. Let me just grab the IR switch. I'm gonna grab the IR switch out of here too, because I might need the remote. I'm just gonna keep it Velcro together because I don't wanna undo the what's it called? I'm trying to fix this, guys. I'm trying to get this in a better spot. I guess I have to try and pick something above the floor that fell. I don't think I need that Velcro strip or anything. That's not gonna do me any good. Gotta get this connected real fast, guys. 'Cause this is gonna be crazy to get this all working perfectly. So let's put the IO remote. And I broke the box pretty good. I already damaged this box already. That's not good that I already damaged the box. I hate when I damage boxes for things. I hate damaging the box for my products. I really, that's something I hate damaging the box for my products, but sometimes it just happens that way. They just get damaged easily, but gotta be careful with the boxes because, you know, I keep the boxes for my products. Let's go plug in the IR remote, get that plugged in and see if I can get this to work. Where did I put this water at? Gotta put this back behind my piece, behind my desk or something. Okay, this is crazy. So, I don't get this, guys, but basically, on the back, on the back of the IR splitter here, it's got inputs 1 through 4 and output. On the front of the splitter, it has a select button to change your settings. It has an input button, and it has the fifth input on the front plus a service button, which is just a basic a mini USB port. I don't know what the mini USB port does. How do you turn it on without the remote? And most IR remote receivers use a 3.5 headphone jack connection. I don't know why. I don't know what makes 3.5 a good connection for that, but let's get this plugged back into my desk behind my keyboard and my wireless keyboard and my other stuff to make sure I can get my setup to work and let's get this in a good spot, guys. Let's see if it's gonna work, guys. Let's go see if my remote's gonna work, guys. Let's see if I can get this. So input 2, 3, 4, 5, and switch. I don't know why it's not working, guys. I can't get it to work for some reason. Does it have a battery in here? Let me just make sure it's got a battery in here. Yep. There's a battery in here. CA2032. Let me just look for another HDMI cable real fast, guys. Hopefully, I need at least one more HDMI cable for the setup, guys. At least one more HDMI cable. And the headphones around my head here. These are my expensive headsets, which is a no, these are Astro 240A headsets, and these ones in the bag here. This is Monster Elements. If you ever buy headphones, I think these are superior to Beats. They're big and fat on your head and pretty uncomfortable, but these things sound amazing. They sound really good. So let me look for an extra HDMI cable, guys. So right here I've got some Bluetooth headphones that I don't really use much because they're uncomfortable as heck. So let's put these headphones back inside the case. I'm trying to look for another HDMI cable, guys. So here, oh wait, I don't want to use the red cable, guys, because that's for my TV. So right here, this is basically a quarter inch to quarter inch. Basically, if you have like an electronic drum set, a bass, guitar, keyboard, this basically works for any instrument. Right here, it's a basic quarter inch to quarter inch cable. It's pretty long. I've got this in here. I've got yep, got this cable here. I have my double cable for my drum set that I have. My double drum set cable that I use for my electronic kit behind me. These are all my drumsticks right here. My Tyco Drum Master drumsticks, my regular drumsticks. Yeah, I'm a drummer, so I got massive drumsticks everywhere. Here's one of my tripods and my miniature tripod stand. I gotta look for one of my HDMI cables. Hopefully I can find it, guys. Oh, I found it. I found my extra HDMI cable in this box of random cords and cables. I found what I'm looking for. So now, put the drumsticks back in my case, back in my box here. And I've got a miniature Dodgers limited edition Dodgers baseball bat because I can knock them out of the park. It'd be funny if a real baseball player hit a homer with one of these things, a toy baseball bat. If they hit a homer with one of those, a Homer J. Simpson. Let's get this back inside my case here and let's get this set up. So let's get my cable wrapped up real fast because this thing always gets tangled. So how my current setup is connected is I'm basically for my gray monitor. my gray monitor is only VGA, so I'm using an HDMI to VGA converter plugged into the HDMI port of my desktop. That goes HDMI into my gray monitor, which I'm surprised it still works after having it since the early 2000s. Then I have one HDMI cable going output. It goes output my game console into the input of my capture card on my desktop. That's going, then my output cable goes output my desktop's HDMI output for the capture card, input to my Elgato HD6S for the laptop. That's gonna output into my monitor. But for now, I'm going to switch that. I'm going to take the HDMI. So basically from this point on, I'm now taking the HDMI cable that is going output. So the HDMI cable that is going output into my computer's monitor that is now, let me fix my other cable guys, because my capture card cable is kind of tangled. I got to get that in a better spot, guys. So now the HDMI cable that is going output my monitor, right, that cable is now going to be going input. That's now going to be going input my splitter. That's going to go to input 1 of my splitter, input into my HDMI splitter. Then I now have to get another HDMI cable, then don't I? Don't I need one more or two more? I don't know. How am I going to do this? So what do I do now? I think I have to figure out what I need to do, guys. So I might need to get one more HDMI cable, guys. Hopefully, we might have to get one more cable. What do I gotta do to make this work, guys? What do I gotta do to make this work? I, I'm losing my mind right now, guys. I'm losing my mind right now because I gotta figure out what I gotta do. It's a massive setup. I'm losing my mind because I can't figure out how to do simple things right now. Excuse me. So, um, so what did I do before? So before, what did I do? So before, let me after do this to make sure I do it right. So before, I had the HDMI cable going output. HDMI cable went output it would output my capture card. I might have to use I might have to get the one cable for my TV, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna have to unplug the cable for my TV, guys, because I can't. I have to unplug this for now to make sure it's gonna work. So I don't know if I have any extra HDMI cables, guys. I just got the one for my TV for now because I gotta get one to test out my setup. Let me fix this real fast, guys, because I kind of broke my tape player again. I hate breaking my tape player, guys, but I had to get an extra HDMI cable for my setup. Okay, so let's grab my other cable real fast, guys. So how is this gonna work, guys? So I took I unplugged the HDMI cable. So I take the HDMI cable from the back of my screen. So the HDMI cable that goes output the back of my monitor is going to go into no, this goes output. So the HDMI cable that goes output my capture card now goes output. So I'm going to go output into my monitor. That goes output into my monitor. Then I take the next HDMI cable. Then I take the secondary HDMI cable, which is going to go. The other HDMI cable goes output my. It's going to go output my. Output the laptop into HDMI 1. That's going to go into HDMI 1. So then I take the other HDMI cable here. This other HDMI cable is going to go behind my setup. This is going to go output output my laptop's capture card, and that's going to go input onto my capture card for my input HDMI 2 on my capture card. So now, let's go plug in my capture card real fast. Why is HDMI 1 not plugged in? Let me see why HDMI 1 is not working. Let's do HDMI 1 for the laptop, HDMI 2 for my Dreamcast. Now let's see if it's going to work. I gotta go make sure it's going to work for my setup real fast, guys. So let's get this put back in a nice, neat corner. Let's get my IO remote in a good spot. Turn on the monitor, and let's turn on the Dreamcast as well to do a quick setup. So if my setup, let me meet the audio real fast, guys. So if my setup, if where's my capture? Why is my capture card not on here anymore? Oh yeah, that's right. It's because I muted it, guys. So let me go mute the capture card audio real fast, guys. Is it muted? So guys, basically, if my setup is going to work perfectly, then HDMI 1 is going to be for the laptop, HDMI 2 on my splitter is going to be for my Sega Dreamcast. So is this going to work, guys? Is this going to work? Yes or no? Let me go check my HDMI cable for the laptop real fast, guys. Let's go disconnect the laptop cable, plug this into here, plug this back into my setup. Is it gonna work now? Tell me it's gonna work for my setup, guys. Tell me it's gonna work. Tell me this is gonna work, guys. This has to work. Let's just hit FN HDMI 4 and let's hit duplicate. Why isn't this working, guys? I might have to get another HDMI cable, guys, because this one doesn't seem to be working, guys. It doesn't seem to be working, guys. It doesn't seem to be working like I thought it would, guys. This isn't good. I don't know why. I either have a bad HDMI cable or this just doesn't want to work for my setup. Let me go check one of my other HDMI. Let me go check one of my other jacks real fast and see if it's just that jack that's not working. Because I want to make sure it's going to work for me, guys. I want to make sure it's going to work real fast because I got to make sure my setup's going to work. I don't know why my setup doesn't want to work right now, guys, because what I'm trying to do is have HDMI 1. I'm trying to have HDMI 1 be my splitter. Wait, HDMI 1 needs to be this, and then HDMI 2 needs to be the laptop. So I'm trying to have HDMI 1 is going to be the Sega. So if I hit HDMI 1 on my splitter, right here, HDMI 1, it will go to my Sega Dreamcast. But if I hit HDMI 2 on my IO remote or on my select button on my splitter, it's supposed to show my laptop on my screen. Just for a simple test run to make sure all of my HDMI cables are working, I'm going to plug this cable for my monitor for my laptop directly into my monitor because I want to make sure it's going to work for me, guys. I got to make sure this cable is going to work for me. So let's just undo my monitor cable real fast and just plug in my HDMI cable into my monitor. Let's make sure it's going to work real fast, guys. testing this out to make sure it's gonna work for me, guys. Because I hope. Okay, so I don't know why it's not working, but for some strange reason, my laptop doesn't seem to be working through my HDMI splitter hub. This is an HDMI switcher, not like a splitter means that you can have one HDMI device, that means you can have a DVR box connected to two TVs instead of one. But a switcher, an HDMI switcher means that you can have an HDMI. So I don't know if my switcher will be the right choice for this, because if my laptop won't work, eventually I won't need it for this setup, because once my laptop is up on my laptop stand, after me and my dad reinstall it together, then I will be able to use that for my setup, and I won't need to focus on my setup as it is now. But for the time being, I won't need the wireless mouse or keyboard for my setup, just because my splitter isn't working for my setup currently, and I don't know why. My laptop isn't working through my HDMI splitter, and I don't get why. Let me go check something real fast, guys, to make sure this is gonna work. Let me check something again real fast, guys, to make sure it's gonna work. So let me go switch my setup around real fast, guys, and see if I can get it to work one last time. So this needs to disconnect from this disconnects here. This needs to plug back into HDMI 2. No, this needs to plug back into my monitor. Okay, now let's check this. Let's try this again, guys. Let's see if it'll work. Let's see if it'll work now. What? Let's see if it'll work now, guys. I don't know why it's not working, guys. I don't know why it's not gonna work. I'll have to go to YouTube, guys. If I can't figure out how to fix this, I go to YouTube, because if I hit input 1 on my HDMI splitter, if I hit input 1, it goes to my Sega Dreamcast, which is just what I want it to do. But if I hit input 2, it doesn't go to my laptop. I don't know why. So for some strange reason, my laptop does not output to my HDMI splitter. I don't know why. But I can go to YouTube and say how to, because you would think that an HDMI switcher would be set up to work for any HDMI device, such as a DVR box, game consoles, um, desktops, laptops, but no, it isn't working for this in particular. And I don't have any more power jacks open, otherwise I would suggest I could plug, I could take one of my HDMI splitters and see if one of my splitters with HTCP, if one of my splitters that has HTCP broadcast support, or broadcast support, would fix my setup. But let's just go to YouTube real fast, guys, and say how to. Let's look this up real fast, guys. Let me go to YouTube. Give me 1 minute, guys. Let's go to YouTube and look this up real fast. How to connect a laptop to KANEX Pro. Let's hook this up, guys. I'm gonna go watch a quick video real fast, guys, to make sure it's gonna work. This just says KNX Pro SPHD 1X 44K HDMI Pro Splitter Black. This isn't the exact one I'm using, but it looks just like mine, but a little older version. Okay, wait, is this the exact one I'm... Give me 1 minute, guys. I'm gonna watch this video real fast, guys, so give me a quick minute to watch this. So this isn't my exact product, but I don't think my product works for what I'm trying to do. Let's watch one more video real fast, cause one more video real fast.
Are you gonna eat?
Wait a minute, I'm just trying to check something on here.
He's trying to check something, but he'll be out in a bit. What kind of soda do you have in the fridge? Diet Coke? Okay, what Gatorade? Red?
So guys, I don't think it's gonna work for what I'm trying to do, guys. It sucks that it's not going to work for my laptop. That means I won't be able to use my laptop with this connector laptop to multiple displays slash TVs using HD. Wait, see, this says HDMI splitter, but I don't want a splitter, I want a switcher, which is stupid.
The zero Gatorade has zero sugar than the energy drinks because the
Let's,
energy drinks that has sugar.
let's check this video real fast, guys.
I like the green and blue. The which is Glacier Freeze. I always drink the Glacier Freeze since I was a kid. Ever since I was 10. I do.
So guys, I can't figure out how to get this to work. I don't know why, but I'm just going to get off and I will just be switching my cables back and forth between each other. So basically guys, for my setup, for the time being, I will just be plugging my laptop into my main screen, doing all the on-screen settings first, then I will be plugging in my setup, then I'll be plugging my HDMI cable for my monitor back into that. So I'm basically not going to be using my splitter for the time being because I can't use it right now. So I'm gonna go put everything away back in the box, and I'm gonna go eat some dinner because I actually am starting to get hungry now. So that noise was annoying. So let's go plug in my. Let's put the IO remote cable back inside the box down here. Put this back inside the box here. Put this here. I gotta go fix my setup with it, and I lost one of my bags, I think. Let's put the remote back in this box for now. Let's put the remote back in here. Let's put the remote back in here now, guys. Put the remote back here. Put that in here. Let's put this back underneath my little setup right here. This disc can just go under here. Put this in the box here. Put this on this little box here. Where's the main splitter at? Where did I put the main? Oh, it's under the packaging. Guys, this HDMI splitter only has 5 HDMI ports in it. They had one on Amazon that had 8 on a whim. It was a random website I found had 8 HDMI inputs on it, but I didn't buy it because I got this one at Micro Center because it was cool, but it doesn't have enough ports in it, in my opinion, to use it. So let's put this here. This goes. I think this goes in like this. Put this in here like this. Put the remote. I think the remote has to go. Where does the remote go inside? I'll just put the remote down right here for now. The remote should fit fine here. Now let's get the Let me undo the power cord real fast. Let me get the power cord undone real fast. Let me unplug the power cable real fast and get this. I have to take off the adapter first. I gotta try and undo the adapter without messing it up. How do I undo the adapter without messing it up? How do I open it, guys? I think I have to turn this way to open it. Sorry, guys. This cable's crazy because you have to like undo your adapter before you plug it back in and everything. This doesn't want to come undone, guys. I don't know why it doesn't want to come undone. Nope. So, long story short, I can't get the power adapter off of here, so I now have to try and fit it inside the box without taking the adapter off. Let me go try and fix this real fast, guys, make sure I get it right. Let me go put the cable back, put a zip tie around it. I think you might have already left Shadow, but that's cool if you're not here anymore. I still appreciate you stopping by for as long as you did. No, this can go, let's put this back in over here, guys. For now, let's put this back over here for now. See if I can get this inside the box without damaging it. Then I'll shit in your bag. I'll shit in your bag and I'll shit in your bag. Okay, guys. Let me just see if I can put this in here without damaging it. Nope, I can't. No damage to block, guys. So guys, long story short, I can't actually get. Long story short, because I can't actually get the power adapter apart again. Because I can't actually figure out how to disconnect my power adapter from the adapter, so I now can't put the adapter inside the box because I can't figure out how to disconnect it, guys. So let's just put this back. Let's put this back in here for now. Put the cable, put the bag in here, put the cable here, and let's get this put back in the box as best as I can without messing it up or anything. So it sucks, but so guys, long story short, this is a bit unfortunate. Let me just go plug in my laptop real fast, guys. Let me go plug in my laptop's HDMI real fast to make sure the mouse is gonna work, guys. Let me just go unplug my big red HDMI cable fast because I don't need that anymore. Let's unplug the red cable because I don't need the big red cable anymore. Let's get this back in my TV, guys, for now. Let's plug the red cable back into my TV for now in case you play Rock Band 4. Okay. So, my friend just said I should sell the one, like, why would I sell something if it's something I want to keep? He's like, I should sell the ones I want to keep, not the ones I want to get rid of. Let me see if I can plug in my cable, guys. I gotta go try and plug in my HDMI cable, guys. But this is gonna be hard because I gotta go try and plug in my cable without messing up, guys. So this is gonna be crazy hard to get plugged this back in, guys. And I never should have unplugged it, guys, but I needed an HDMI cable. But now I gotta plug this back in without falling or tripping. It's gonna be so hard to get this back into my TV, guys. It's gonna be so hard to plug this in without tripping. But let's plug this back into my TV real fast, guys, without damaging myself. And guys, I don't ask me why. I'm just gonna tell you anyways, guys. But I always plug, I always plug my HDMI cable for my TV. So guys, I always plug the HDMI cable for my gaming TV. I always plug that in. That always plugs into my HDMI 2 port on my computer. Sorry. I always plug it into the HDMI 2 port on my laptop. Sorry guys. I can't speak right now. I always plug the HDMI cable for my gaming TV into my other no my in for my gaming. So this cable right here, this cable plugs into my capture card right here, and then this cable right here, where's the laptop's HDMI, and here's the laptop's HDMI cable, guys. So hopefully My laptop works for my computer now. On my monitor now. Is it gonna work for my monitor? Hopefully it's gonna come on my computer now, guys. Hopefully it's gonna work. Okay, so as of right now, why isn't the mouse working, guys? Why isn't the mouse working? I gotta figure out why the mouse isn't. Let me see why the mouse isn't working, guys. I gotta make sure why the mouse isn't gonna work, guys. I gotta figure out why the mouse doesn't want to work, guys. Give me 1 minute. Now, let me just unlock the PC real fast. It could be a dead battery, guys. It could be a dead. Let me make sure that there's a battery in here, guys. I fixed it, guys. So it sucks, but as of right now, I can't connect. So this mouse is a bit fast. So as of right now, I cannot connect. So I'd have to switch my HDMI cables around, but now I can use my laptop. I can now use my laptop here on my desk. I can use my laptop on my monitor. I just have to switch out the cable for my game station and my laptop. So once I get the broadcast started for LiveMe, which I will do when I'm done eating, once I get that connected, I then just have to disconnect the HDMI cable from the back of my monitor for my laptop and then plug in the HDMI cable for my desktop. So let's go make sure my laptop's gonna work for my keyboard, guys. Let's go to Google real fast. Temporarily go to Google. Let's go to my laptop here and let's try and go to YouTube on my lap with my keyboard, guys. Enter, and it's working. I kind of hate the layout, guys. The layout of this keyboard kind of sucks because I think it's a bad setup. But let's just go check one video real fast, guys. I kind of want to watch one quick video real fast to make sure my laptop's gonna work for audio. I'm just gonna use my PC series, guys. But I'm gonna mute the mic real fast to make sure it's audio's gonna come out. Guys, give me. So, guys, um, my setup doesn't work how I thought it was going to work. So, for some reason, my laptop isn't compatible with my HDMI hub. With my some reason, my laptop is not compatible with my HDMI splitter. Sorry, HDMI switch. I get those confused, guys. So I'm going to be getting off the broadcast, going to eat with my buddy because he's already finished eating, and we're gonna play some video games tonight on LiveMe and on YouTube. So guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, guys, and hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And see, guys, this mouse always sucks. So how I do this, guys, is I just take the battery out of my mouse and it turns it off, guys. So unfortunately, nope. Let me go to Facebook on my computer real fast. Let me go to Facebook on here real fast, guys, so I can at least get ready for my broadcast, guys. Because at least I want to go to Facebook and get that started. Because I always go to Facebook to transfer my LiveMe stream key. So let's go to Facebook real fast. I almost used the wrong keyboard, guys. Let's get the right keyboard. And guys, the A on here, guys, crazy, guys, but the A on this computer basically broke off, guys. The A on here is all the way wiped off, so you can't even see it. All you see for the A button is basically a dot. So hopefully I turned off the keyboard, guys, because I don't want it wasting away the batteries. We lost the battery cover for the computer, for the keyboard, but it's one of my mom's old work keyboards, so it's fine that if I don't find it right away. So let's just go back to my other computer, guys. So this is crazy, guys, but now I can actually use a wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse on my setup, which is nice, but I won't have any way of doing what like I wanted to do, of using my HDMI switcher to use my laptop and my desktop at the same time, which is unfortunate, but at least I will be able to use both of my setups. And I think this is the one I gave back to my mother, because that's either for her mouse or for one of her keyboards or for something she has. Okay, guys, I will talk to you guys later. Can't believe it took me an hour to figure out that I can't do what I want to do, but it sucks. But if I keep this setup in the long run, I will try and find a way to get this to work. If I use a setup like this in the long run, I'll try and find a way to do this easier, but for now,